Hey, it's great to see you. Ever been in a loop so good that it makes your favorite ride look like a grocery run? Welcome to the Hot Springs Loop, North Carolina's best kept secret. Until now. And as always, let's ride. We roll out from Riverside Drive, straight into Asheville's created chaos, the River Arts District. It's like a warehouse through a paint party and never look back. Heading north, Riverside hugs the French Broad River, older than the Appalachians and just as stubborn. It flows north, because of course it does, and once hauled moonshine and logs before paddleboards took over. Now, you cruise past rusty rails, old bridges, and riverbanks that have seen everything from Civil War troops to drunk tubers in flag shorts. It's calm, scenic, and just curvy enough to wake up your brain and warm up your tires. Spot a heron if you're lucky. Spot your ex trying to kayak backwards if you're really lucky. Either way, roll on. Dragging ourselves away, we head north on 251, still cruising along the French Broad. This stretch is river plus rails, a tranquil duet unless a freight train decides to photobomb your lean. The curves here aren't slam your shin guard sharp, but enough to wake you up after dark winter nights binge watching Netflix. It's smooth, scenic, and just enough twist to coax those cobwebs out of your riding reflexes. As Highway 251 merges with Business 70, you roll into Marshall, a small mountain town stretched tight along the French Broad River. It's quiet, it's tight-knit, and it doesn't put on a show for anybody, which is exactly why riders love it. Take a breather here, fuel up, grab a snack. Maybe snack a pic of the courthouse if you're feeling touristy. Then get ready for the next stretch. The curves are coming. Leaving downtown Marshall, you jump on Highway 25 and 70 north, and the ride opens up. The tight river curves give way to wide, rolling pavement and gentle bends through open country. This is your chill-out stretch, smooth asphalt, mild elevation, and enough scenery to keep it interesting. Our destination? A tiny blip on the map called Hurricane. Sounds dramatic, but there's no wind damage or chaos. Just a quiet little mountain community tucked between ridges. You'll ride past farms, forests, old barns, rusted mailboxes, and porches that haven't changed since Eisenhower. Maybe a deer, maybe a dirt bike kid who's already faster than you. That's Western North Carolina. Laid back, but never boring. Take a left to stay on 25 and 70, and the ride starts to change. The road narrows, the mountains close in, and the wide open field turns into something more intimate. This is your pregame stretch, quick, smooth, and just twisty enough to spark a grin. You follow the river valley as elevation creeps up, the trees close ranks, and the traffic fades away. You're clearly headed somewhere different. That somewhere is Hot Springs, a legit mountain town built around a real hot spring, one of the few on the East Coast. It's tiny but full of life. The Appalachian Trail literally runs down the sidewalk, and the town's packed with hikers, rafters, and riders looking to refuel or just slow down. If you're stopping, this is a prime spot to grab lunch, stretch out, and watch the AT crowd hobble by. If you're rolling on, get ready. What's coming next is where the real riding kicks in. Don't get sidetracked by the hot springs. Instead, right through town until 25 and 70 magically becomes North Carolina 209, also lovingly called the Rattler. Welcome to Twisty Hell, in a good way. This is 36 miles of throttle therapy gold, 234 named curves, some of which double as unwitting wildlife crosswalks. It's paved, newly slapped in 2016, and now rolling smoother than your aftershave lick. Don't blow it. Curve after curve demands full attention because gravel shows up like a surprise guest at a holiday party, especially after rain. asphalt ribbon through Pisgah National Forest. The Rattler sees pastoral valleys, mountain climbs, and technical sections you can play through, even if your knee pucks scream in protest. Pull-offs offer postcard moments, cliff-clinging lanes, sweeping vistas, and autumn foliage that makes you forget you're paying for gas. Lately dubbed a top 10 Blue Ridge ride, is a corner lover's dream. After halfway through the Rattler, you'll land in Trust. No fooling, it's called Trust, which is ironic because after this ride, you'll trust neither your bike nor your skills. At Trust, you actually turn left onto North Carolina 63. Cue the Encore loop. More curves, more forested switchbacks with fewer photo snappers. Riders who skip this think they're clever. What they're really doing is missing half the show. North Carolina starts off like an innocuous country road, then folds you into a surprise roller coaster of swoops, crests, and descents that you swore only existed in bike porn magazines. It ends by slamming you into US 74 West Asheville, your triumphant finish line. Believe it or not, you've looped back near where this whole saga began, riding nearly 100 miles of French Broad Riverside, mountain switchbacks, and artsy town charm. Now, go make that loop your personal throttle symphony and bring earplugs for all the bragging you do later.